Let me guess. You post consistently, your clients love you, and yet last week someone introduced you as that marketing girl. There's a reason that some brands are unmistakable and a lot aren't. And I'm going to show you what it takes to be unmistakable and have a signature brand using one of the most recognizable cocktails and one of my favorite cocktails, the Negroni, today. And hi, I'm Kristin. I am your chief brand mixologist, and welcome to Brand Bar Sessions, where signature brands get crafted. Like I said, today we're going to make a Negroni. We're going to make a new one every week, so make sure you hit subscribe and come back. I believe that a signature brand is made up of three main pillars, and it's very similar to a Negroni because each of them works together. They all need to be balanced, and it's an equal ratio of 1 to 1 to 1. So first we have credibility. That's the gin, and it's your foundation that everything sort of flows from. Then we have personality with the Negroni, that's Campari. And then we have expression. This is the full experience that someone gets, and that you want it to be consistent and the same. And here the vermouth is doing that trick for us. And for it to be a Negroni, you need equal parts. You can play around with the different ingredients. We're going to get into that, but you really need equal parts to make sure that it's all balanced. And I find a lot of times that when people are coming up against their marketing and they're trying to figure out why it's not working, why it's not sticking, why people are sort of forgetting about their brand and who they are and what they do, it's because they're leading with one of these and not making sure it's all balanced. Because we need to know why people trust you, why they like you, and why they're going to keep coming back. So let's build that today. First, we're going to rewind the clock. I'm going to take you behind the bar as we pull out the ingredients for a Negroni and give you different options so that you can make it your own. And then come back here and we are going to get into the making and the crafting of probably my favorite cocktail ever. Okay, so we're making a Negroni, and the great thing about a Negroni is that you can riff off of it so well to really make it your own and figure out your signature just like your signature brand while still keeping the ratio. So I am going through my bar before we get started to figure out what we want to make, and at least to give you some fun options. So I pulled out my vermouths from the fridge. We have our white and our red. I love an extra dry vermouth, so this is what we're going with, and Lawton is always a great brand. Now, so we have this. Let's figure out what else we need to replace some of our other options. So typical Negroni is a gin, Campari, and a red vermouth. So we have our Campari. You can also go a little lighter with an Aperol. You can do many Amaros. I have a lot of Amaros, but I tend to think of those more of a winter drink, and I'm thinking more summery for this. So first, let's think about what we're replacing the gin with. There's many options. Mezcal is a great one. Bourbon or rye to make a Boulevardier is another great one. You would technically do vodka. I wouldn't recommend it. But there's some fun things that sort of replace that. So Front, it's a wildflower liqueur from Poland. This could be a great option. I have a Sojo from, I think that's how you say it. This could be a really fun sort of like Japanese-inspired Negroni. Lots of different options there. When you think about replacing the Campari, we have Aperol, we have Italicus. I love, especially in the summer, doing a Negroni Bianco, a white Negroni. So you're basically replacing everything that is red with something white, which is really funny because while I was working on the script and sort of the outline, Claude was telling me that you could swap out the Campari for an Aperol to get a white Negroni. That would make a pink Negroni, just so we're all aware. And this is why we always double check what AI writes for us, because we don't want to sound generic, we don't want to make up things, we want to stay signature. So just a little tip there. There's a lot of bitter liqueurs that are white. I have this one, which I've never tried, but it looks delicious. Another bitter, basically anything bitter. The Campari element is the one that's full of flavor, it's full of depth. There's so many ingredients that go into a Campari that gives it its bitterness. And so this is where we get all of the personality. So choose something that sort of has lots of depth and flavor. And then let's see, Suze is a great one also to go in the bitter route. Sometimes I've used that as the vermouth route along with more of a bitter one if you want to play with it. Benedictine in place of the sorry, my dog was barking. Benedictine in place of the vermouth could work, as could sherry. Anyways, the idea is that you can really play with it and just keep the same ratio. So I'm going to set up the bar so we can actually start this whole video. And excuse the barking dog throughout the video. Right. Say hi to all your fans. Hi. Thank you. Okay. Let's get started. Someone can think that you are wonderful and still hire the other person. And the gap that's missing is probably around credibility. You just haven't established your foundation as to why you do the work that you do. And in the cocktail world, that is a base spirit. Today, we're using gin. We're using it from District Made, which is sadly not around anymore, but I did help them with their brand relaunch and used to help bottle their bottles, which was a really fun process for me to learn sort of like the ins and outs of a distillery. It was a DC-based homegrown gin, delicious. I love it. But let's talk about credibility. So credibility is really about your expertise. It's why you're allowed to call yourself an expert. It's your track record. It's your social proof. It's all of the things that say that you know your shit, essentially, and that you're good at what you do and you can deliver. And if you're weak on credibility, people are gonna love your personality, they're gonna love sort of your brand experience, but they're not gonna buy because they don't think that you have the chops to get them where they need to go. And if you lead too strong when it comes to credibility, it's gonna feel like you are overpowering and that maybe the person isn't gonna wanna work with you because either you know too much and you're not gonna understand them at their level, or you just may not be as fun to work with because you're just going to be espousing all of the things that you know rather than getting on their level and sort of like showing up with a little empathy and care and meeting them where they are. And it's just like with any cocktail, if you are overpowering with your base spirit, you're just gonna get drunk, you're only gonna taste the alcohol, and it's not really gonna have the flavor and the depth that you need. But for our instance, an ounce is perfect. So just like every good cocktail, we start with our base foundation, and just like every good brand, you need to have the credibility to back up what you do. So make sure you lead with it, but it's balanced. Nobody has ever hired you because you are the most qualified person. They hire you because they want to be around you, they want to work with you, they like you. And in a cocktail world, it's sort of the loudest thing in the glass, right? It's the thing with flavor and depth. Take Campari as an example. I mean, flavor, depth, dozens of botanicals in it, took decades to sort of get the formula right. And you can taste all of that. It's bitter, it's orange, it's, to me, refreshing. One of my favorite liqueurs. And it is full of personality. And that's what we want in our cocktail and in our brand. But it needs to be balanced with the other signature brand pillars. So we have credibility, personality, and expression. And if we go too far into personality, people are gonna love signing up for your emails. They're gonna love following you. They're never gonna buy from you because they don't know that you have the chops to live up to it. And if you don't show enough personality, then they may sort of hold back because personality is the thing that draws them in and wants to make them be part of your world. It's the one that's saying like, you are for me or you're not for me, and we want to draw in our right person, and this is what's going to do it. Campari is not for everyone. It's definitely for me, but you want to make sure that it is standing out, it is strong, so that people know whether it's for you or not. Because no matter what, no one's tasting Campari and forgetting what it tastes like. So any type of flavor that we add to our cocktail is the same as adding sort of personality into our brand. It's really carrying the cocktail in a lot of ways, but it's not the only thing that's doing the job. So you want to make sure that it shows up, it's balanced, and you're really giving your own point of view and unique perspective and the way that you approach your work, so that you're drawing in the right person. And like I said, there's different ways that you can make a Negroni. You can swap out the Campari, but if you want a classic one, you gotta go Campari. You never want your brand to go stale, feel out of date, feel old, not feel connected to the rest of the parts of your brand. You don't want someone to show up on your Facebook page and it feel different from your website or your LinkedIn or the way that they met you at this networking event. It all needs to feel consistent and cohesive. And that's the third pillar of a signature brand, expression. And for expression, I love to think about a vermouth because vermouths go bad. It's a fortified wine. It needs to stay in the fridge. It does not have a long shelf life, and it always needs to be tended to, right? Like, I can't just assume that I'm always going to have a vermouth in the fridge for me to just make a Negroni every night. Because it has a shorter shelf life, there's often times that I'm having to throw out what is in the fridge because it already doesn't feel, it tastes a little more vinegary than it should. And that's not what you want for your brand. You don't want someone to just sort of like be like, toss it aside because not everything fits, or it feels like it's not fresh, or it feels like it doesn't fit with the rest of the ingredients. Expression is really important with your brand, because if someone encounters you and gets a different person and it doesn't feel consistent, they're immediately going to just keep scrolling, right? So you're not going to be rememberable. You're not going to be unmistakable. And so the vermouth is where it's at. And oftentimes in your brand, it's the place that people skip because they think they've done it once. You've updated your website once, you're good. You can ignore it. But when you've updated your offers, when you've switched about how you talk about yourself, when you get new brand photos, when you've changed your colors on Instagram, but not your website, it's not a one and done thing. Expression is something that needs to be consistently maintained. Just like your vermouth, make sure you put it in the fridge, and it only lasts about 3 to 6 months, so taste it first. Okay, so we have our 3 pillars of a signature brand. We have our foundation, which is credibility. We have the flavor, which is our personality. And we have the thing that ties it all together, our expression. All of these need to be balanced. That's why a Negroni is the perfect example for this, because it's equal parts 1, 1, 1. If I'm making this for me and my husband and batching it, I will probably do 3 ounces each, just so we have a bigger cocktail and I don't have to go make a second round. Take this formula and you can do so much with it, like I showed before. So now that we know our 3 pillars, how can we make sure that we're balanced, right? Because it's hard. It's one thing to pour something into these cute little glasses and say they're all balanced because you can see that line. This is where tools come in. And let's talk about tools for a second when it comes to a Campari. A Negroni. Because most people will put it in a mixing glass with ice and stir it. Absolutely proper way to do it. Other people will, excuse my reach, shake it over ice and get it really cold and aerated. And it's just 2 different versions. Stanley Tucci likes it shaken, really cold. I like it both ways. But no matter what, you cannot just pour these into a glass and call it a day. You have to stir it. You have to mix all of the flavors together. We need tools. A good bartender needs a tool, and your brand needs a tool. It needs a tool to understand, are you actually balanced? Are people getting the right message from you? All of the things that we need to know to stay on brand. It's not good enough to just have a brand kit. You need different tools in your toolbox to help you with your signature brand. I've spent 25 years working in brand and marketing and communications, and the one thing that I know is that staying on brand is really hard in the day-to-day because we're so focused on marketing and getting our message out there and getting the thing that we need to do that day done that sometimes we don't circle back to make sure that what we're putting out, our messaging, is carrying our signature idea, the signature thing that's saying what you do, why you do it, who you are, your unique framework, the thing that's going to get you to be unmistakable, remembered, and the obvious choice in the room. So let me get some ice and I'll tell you more about this. So the brand bar is the main tool that I built to help you stay signature and make sure that your message is moving the needle with your audience. So each month, my AI bartenders are reading your messaging that you're sending out, your email, your website, your social media posts that you're putting out. And it's essentially tracking and auditing every message that you put out to know whether it is carrying your signature message or if you are diluting your message and putting out generic content that's not going to keep you remembered, move the needle, make sure your audience comes back for more. And every month, my house account holders within the brand bar gets a dashboard that gives them all of the information about what they've done in the past, what they've done in the past month, and what they can be doing to make sure that they're continually improving and staying signature. And what I love about it is it forces us to sort of pull back and see the bigger picture of all of the messages compounded, right? Because we can kind of get sick of hearing the same thing over and over, but our audience doesn't, because they're not getting every message that we send out. They're not reading every email. They're not seeing every post that you publish. They're certainly not seeing every reel. And so it's important that at least 2/3 of your messages are carrying that main idea. And the brand bar helps you figure out what that main idea is and tracks how you do it and gives you ideas to make sure that you are continuing to push that forward. Because my goal is the same as yours, I assume, which is that I want your business to succeed. I want you to scale as far as you want to scale. And I want your brand to be signature and unmistakable and unlike anything else out there. I don't want it to be generic. I don't want it to sound like AI. I want it to feel really balanced and that everyone's going to get what they need from you. Just like this Negroni. This is really good. If I had an orange, absolutely do an orange peel on it. We haven't actually left our new dog alone yet. I don't want him barking at our neighbors nonstop, so I did not go to the store to get us an orange, but I don't think you need it. This is quite tasty. And speaking of the new dog, he has been barking a lot, so we're gonna cut this here. I will make a riff on a Negroni another time, I promise. In the meantime, house accounts with the brand bar are opening in a few days, so make sure to get on the wait list if you're watching this the day that it comes out. Otherwise, the link below to get a house account within the brand bar. It is only for $97 a year or $47 a month for the full year, and you are able to make sure that you and your brand are unmistakable, remembered, and the obvious choice in the room. Cheers, and I'll see you next time.